Sabatis, right? In the kitchen.
So, Mr. Sana,
You come in time.
give me a little recap now.
And now we're gonna well, I have my potatoes boiled. Usually I peel and I cube up and I boil in the potatoes. This is for potato salad. Some people will choose to boil the potatoes whole, then peel it. No, I peel, cube up one time. Alright, so far I trained some pimentos, some cube pimentos in here. Right, peas and carrots, green peas. Plus we end up boiling a whole carrot separately. And now we're done scraping some beetroots. And now we're gonna start to put this together. Alright. I did boil the potato salad with salt. So I'm not gonna be using too much of salt here. Right. Everything will be white powder, but I'm using what I have. This is some black pepper here. And we need with some mayonnaise. So a little bit of mustard in here. And I'm smelling rice. Alright, we're boiling 5 pounds of rice. We're cooking for like about 35 people. We have 2 starters. So this is for our savory rice. And we have our LouLou taking its time here. So Dad, you did a good job creating that extra bouillon.
Thank you, thank you. So what have you done other than what is coming up here?
Well, we have a ham bacon also in the oven. I just beast the ham. Right, we're going in here with some sugar. Right, that's brown sugar. And I'm going to get the mayonnaise here. Where mommy put the mayonnaise? Right.
Mommy is lucky to have you today again, boy.
Yeah. Right. Just to grate some garlic inside there now. We're good to go. Lance done beat you to the contract, girl.
Good.
Garlic and a potato salad is really tastes nice. Potato salad like this will take about 10 grains of garlic. You have the grains small. That is 4. 5. 6. 'Nice. Now remember you have to constantly be out. Just here, just in case. When I check our rice, it's good, right? We got rid of all these fresh stuff yesterday. So, same just need.
Sarah, we need to put up something to catch that hot water.
No, why is the water pressure good? So yeah, once I keep that water running, no problem. I need about 3 minutes again, but it also need water. So I have water running here already.
You're well organized, but you're well organized.
You don't want it to run cool at this point, right? Nice. Of course, you always keep topping up your water, especially when you're doing this amount of cooking, right? Be lucky today that we have good water pressure. Right. And let me begin to mix this up. Another thing, you'll notice that I clean down a lot I remove. I turn this into a commercial kitchen today. So if you observe over there, I already moved the waste rack because now we're dealing with pots and pans. Right? And I have my chicken already seasoned in the fridge. I didn't take it out as yet because I don't want it to crowd up the place. So as I remove that, this will now go into the fridge to keep cool until we're ready.
Get your containers for your own time.
No, let's just put it in one general bowl, and then we'll mix it up one more time and then put it on the table.
So I'm going to take it out of that pot.
Yeah, we're taking it out of this pot. I already have a little big silver bowl over there. Right now, we do our taste. On point. Now, always make sure when you're transferring food that your bowls are dry, right? You don't want a little bit of water spoiling it.
I would need to spread out my rice here.
Okay. Just hang on 1 second, mommy.
Yeah. What you put in that thing? Oh yeah,
The first thing I have to do is straight the rice.
Over pot now. Nice. Yeah, man. Hey, it's your
Bobby,
restaurant. It's your restaurant.
There's one thing down here. And the next thing that's down By now, it's our hand.
You know why you do your planting? Huh? You know why you're You know why I do that? You're just focusing on it. You know why I do that? you do that, so your rice will, you will dry it off from the starches, and it's a tasty coffee. Yeah, so you spread off your rice here, so it cools off, you get the starches out. So when you cook it now, it's nice, and when you do it in your rice, whether fried rice or savory rice or Spanish rice, whatever rice you're gonna do with vegetables, you're gonna get a nice grainy effect.
Here.
Wow, Tana, that chicken looking good.
Yes.
So now, what is putting in the pineapple?
That's up, mommy. Let me get this kitchen under control before we move.
Yeah.
Because we got enough of that whole pile of stuff here. Right.
Pineapple chicken?
Yeah. Let me get this way and wash up.
Right.
More ways than usual. Must take your time out before you look to start an attack or a task, because here will end up like a whirlwind.
Call Mr. Lassan.
10 o'clock. Okay, here what we need to do, mommy. We need to get that ham like on a platter, because we need to get that tray. How are you doing the chicken? You're basting it before you bake it, or you're going to bake it a little bit first?
The pieces are not very big or something.
I put them in between bacon and ham.
Right.
It's like bacon size.
Right. Because what I want to do is when I'm going to put it in bowls with covers, so it actually cook and steam at the same time. Bake and steam. So I don't really steam it before.
Okay, so what we do, we mix up the sauce one time.
You mix it up with sauce. You put it in basin, you throw on whatever water you have. And you're gonna. I think I'll do that. But
So what you're baking in is what you're serving it in?
yes.
Okay.
Gotcha.
But I'm just suggesting something, right? Them kind of dishes is be real hard to wash after. You sure you don't want to bake like in a big tray and then transfer into them bowls?
But what I'm trying to tell you is that the bowls have covers. And so, since I start using those bowls, I really impressed how the chicken comes out.
Alright.
Because sometimes you put it in trays and then it comes out dry, you know?
Alright.
So, I would much rather use it.
Alright. So watch me, we have a lot of the smoke under control here, right? As you can see, the ham bake already. Color just taking its time. So I'll do it now that, right? We set in some peas first, and when that chicken going to the oven, we don't have a thing to do with it.
What do you say?
Right, so, and I'll look at that big pot here, which should be able to do all the fried rice. So I can actually start to pack away some of this waste just now. By the time we are this lot, the kitchen will be clean. Sounding good? Boss. Started everything at, well, with the exception of the ham, we started the cooking at 8 o'clock. It's now minutes to 10. You're able to do breakfast within that period of time. Breakfast was really nice. That was under control. Like I always say, anytime you hear you finish cook, you want to know that you don't have any pots and pans to wash up. Only thing to wash up after that is the plates and the glasses. I see I already packed drinks in the freezer. So I'm hoping that them already cool. I can keep on drinking on this now. Yeah. Hey, you know nice we drink. Like the LB drink, boy. Right. I'll tell you something, you know. When you're really moving on, when you're moving on too fast in a kitchen and you ain't clean up your stations, you end up in problems, right? Number one, accidents could happen, right? Because wares begin to stack up upon wares. A knife might be left in between the mix. You push your hand inside there, right? Be very careful if you have your sink filled with water and there's soap, right? It will obscure your view, right? And you can push your hand into a sink and it might be a knife, or who knows, somebody might have carelessly thrown a glass inside of there, right? And you could get serious injury. So keep your kitchen clean as you go. You can't go wrong. Remember, you're moving on to another task. You need, look at our weather person. Yeah, you need to make sure and keep your conditions clear. Try to time your work. Right, so this will be able to do all that fried rice there. Wipe down to it. Meanwhile, I will cap up the fish.
So I am going to be making a Christmas fruit cake. So I'm doing 1/2 pound. So we are going for 1/2 pound of cake. We use 1/2 pound of butter, margarine, 1/2 pound of brown sugar. And I have already bring that to a creamy situation. And onto that we are going to add 6 eggs, 3/4 pound of flour, 3 teaspoons of baking powder. So thus far, so the next process is now to work this added 3 teaspoons of baking powder, added to the sifted flour, which is 3/4 pound of flour. 3/4 pound of flour and 3 teaspoons of baking powder. This you will mix together the flour and the baking powder. Sana, carry boy. So we're gonna add 1 egg at a time to make sure the egg is not fresh and good. You beat it with a little lime skin or lemon skin. Stir this in. You see, when is it cooked bad? When is it cooked bad? Sana?
Huh?
When is it cooked bad?
When it be cooked bad?
Yeah, or the baker?
I ain't know when.
You have no idea? When she beats the egg.
Oh gosh! You get that one, girl?
Well, you know that since I making cake as a child, they will say that when is the when is the baker bad? Well, it's cooked too because you're gonna beat your eggs to make your omelets or whatever. So we have 2 eggs in here, and we're gonna add some flour now. Continue blending that in. Of course, I have a cake mix that I can use, but cake mixer. But being a country girl, this is how we used to do it, you know. So I keep up with the old traditional way of doing things. I'm not one readily for easy equipment.
You don't have a smaller wooden spoon?
See if I get it from me now.
Well, you look like you're mixing 10 pound cake there. That spoon have more cake mix on the spoon than in the bowl.
Boy, China, see if you find it. I have one. But things have been moved and put away, and it's too much in a drawer, and then you're not sure where it was put away.
Oh, you know what the cake whisk?
No, that is for the for the eggs, you mean?
I know.
Well, you could give me that.
You want this little spoon?
No. The whisk, I could be the egg with that.
Right.
Thank
So
you.
what I going to take a little 5 while olive, beat it up cake and
Yeah, while I beating up the egg.
yeah. I think I will.
Sure.
Cheers.
Well, let's put one for Daddy and I there now. Please. That's better, lasagna. That whisk was better.
You know, there's some one kind of glasses here, but that's how they use this.
Boy, my sister who died, Auntie Sylvie, gave me those glasses.
No, you're going to remember she this morning when you're drinking this.
Which is, before she died, she took that out of her,
That's it.
her buffet, and she said, have this in remembrance of me.
Right. You're going to remember she this morning then.
But you know the typical thing, you take it and you put it away so it will last you the rest of your life and you never drink it. So thank you.
Sutton,
Yeah, man.
before you go, let's pay a little tribute to Mr. Sutton. Mr. Sutton.
Oh, all right. So this function that we have in here this morning, faithfully, Mr. Sutton, as you all may know from some previous videos that he did this way, it's a gentleman over 100 years old talking about
102.
snakes. He's actually 102, going on to 103 soon, right? And on a day like today, he would have actually been preparing Chinese cuisine. All right, so I want to say big up to Mr. Victor Sutton from Coal Mine and the whole Coal Mine crew, Myrtle, all the granddaughters that have been here.
Several years.
A couple of them have passed away, unfortunately, so sympathy goes out to the Sutton family. And I want to say thank you very much, Mr. Sutton, for the entire family. You have cooked for this function, you have cooked for weddings,
parties.
engagements, parties. So, Mr. Sutton, big up yourself, man. Sending lots of love to you. Cheers.
Cheers to Mr. Sutton. Nancy, take a glass. You can do two things at one time. You don't have to. Yes, it's good to remember Mr. Sutton. For many years, he really, as his son have already said, he would come, and here is this old man with his few granddaughters cooking for almost 40 people, and he would do the best Chinese fried rice, chicken Chinese style, sweet and sour pork, chunky vegetables, noodles with pak choy, and it was a great feast day. But unfortunately, Mr. Sutton is now 102. In the last 4 years, maybe, he has not been able to. So we are happy to give him tribute. Thank you.
Well, Victor Sutton, it's a pleasure to come and meet you, to bring us home to Trin City. You have been cooking for us on these special occasions for the last 23 years. I believe that we started when the meetings came home in 2000. You faithfully did your part as a Chinese cook. And Myrtle, some of your children were very helpful in coming home to us and helping Grandpa. But now Grandpa is fully retired from that cooking mission that he was on for the last couple of years. I shouldn't say couple of years, 23 years. So Victor, how you feel to be, how you feel to be reunited with us?
Lance, I feel, as Mr. Sutton used to say, she can't find words to explain how happy I am. Because what I admire, and I just always admire, is again the way they look to me and as though I'm something special.
But you are special. You're very special.
I know when I say that.
Yeah, you're very special to us, to your children, your grandchildren, your friends, coal mine. Big up to coal mine, man.
Mm-hmm. Well, Lance, if I tell you, as Mr. Sutton used to say, I mine $500,000 here. Because when Mali realized see my potential and they put me in charge in the days of rice and rice line and the people, it wasn't for me, much people starve.
Now when you talk about rice, what do you really mean?
Alright, during the days you get 1 pound of rice for the week. And it's every Monday. So when you get a pound of rice Monday, right? You use it up or so, and you want to make a Sunday lunch, what you'll do?
Yeah. So how did you help out in that respect?
Well, I was in charge, and anybody come to me, I never refuse them, as long as have rice.
Right.
And you see, the only person in the department had that privilege to do that was me, besides the managers and supervisors and directors and them. No other employee. If himself an employee want a pound of rice, you walk in, they still have to come to me.
And this is Mali in Arima?
Grande.
Sunny Grande, okay.
He have to come to me, all the cashiers working, pool cooks, and all of them. If they want a pound of rice or they have a friend and the friend want a 2 pound of rice, everybody has to come to me.
So Victor, in your years as a Chinese cook, I understand you cook for some big names in Port of Spain.
Yeah.
And I guess throughout the island, eh? Sunny Grande, Mayaro. Did you also do some work in Mayaro?
In Mayaro?
Did you cook in Mayaro?
From December 1971 to December 1975. Supplying the oil field, local bamboo, and tidal waters, Alves, Gopi Singh, Hanif Mohammed, all these
You cook for these people?
Yeah.
And you cook also for police officers, eh?
All from boroughs right down.
Very good, sir. You recently celebrated your 102 birthday?
Well, I didn't celebrate it. I came down by Lua. We had nobody there.
Myrtle, how you feel to have a father at 102?
101 you and Toby and them was there. And the 100, well, he was up coal mine, he was there, and that boy Victor, he come with his wife and
How I feel to have a father, 102 years?
Yes.
Oh, well, according to Daddy again, words can explain. I just feel so happy that anybody asks me for him, I say, you have 102 years, and I boast him.
Yes.
At that time in church, we had a Father's Day program, and they asked me to come up and say something about him, and Eleanor I went up and say what I had to say and what he used to do and everything. And I had I have a very nice father.
Look at this, remember up weekend where we went for the pots and thing, where that sell the melon and thing? Well, my brother, when he was alive, every Christmas he'll get a ham for Christmas. Sometimes they one for Christmas and one for New Year.
Very good,
The
Victor.
first week in December, the boss Mali used to give me a list. All who have to get Christmas presents. So I checked the list. The magistrate, the lawyer, the this, the that, the man in charge of works, fire officer, and the police superintendent, the inspector, everybody. Sometimes the list have 100 names on it. Sometimes it have 80 names or so. If you working with me and you want a ham, you just tell me. Now you won't get it on your name. Because it have two sets of names, one to distribute and one to collect. When I finish make out that, I call the driver. I say, get somebody with you, and this whole heap here is to distribute. He had to take the car and go and like the magistrate, and then so they may come in there to collect nothing. Other people, when you come to buy, you have a gift to collect it, you collect it and you're gone. You just say who you give your name. When they go in the room, they'll check all the parcel and Lance. What is your name? Lance Baptiste. When they go in the room, they check. They see a ham make. They will pass over Lance Baptiste. They just take it and they hand you. You take your ham and you're gone.
Very good. So all of that was a Christmas thing.
Yeah, only Christmas.
Only Christmas.
And then the 23rd and 24th, they would have from 2 to 5 bread and ham. Everybody working in Mali, they had Kokoba Estate, Gajada, they had 4 big estates. All employees from the estate, they come down. It's only bread and ham and tea free. Everybody come eat and drink and go. Mr. Sutton used to come and help me because I tell you pressure. So I have water boiling, and when you see teacup and saucer come back, I just put it in the sink and throw hot water on it and take it out again.
So Victor, this was all at Mali?
Yeah.
All at Mali? Very good, man, very good. You were a very trusted employee, eh?
I was.
Very good, sir. Yes, very good. Well, Victor, we want to thank you very much for your years of helping out. And we hope that you will live to see your 103. We won't go further than that, you know how it goes.
Yes.
But if you get to 103, we'll wish you that you can get to 104.
Yes.
So let's take it a year at a time.
Daily wait after me.
Yes, sir. So all the best and thank you. And let's head now for our destination, Trin City. Thank you very much, Myrtle.
All right, Mr. Lance.
All right.
I was